Day. President Bola Tinubu addressed the nation on Sunday, August 4, 2024, amidst highlighted tension and unrest across several states in Nigeria. In his speech, the president states that once declined oil and gas industry is experiencing a resurgence on the back of the reforms I announced in May 2024 to address the gaps in the Petroleum Industry Act. Last month, we increased our oil production to 1.61 million barrels per day, and our gas assets are receiving the attention they deserve. Investors are coming back, and we have already seen 2 foreign direct investment signed of over $500,000 since then. The development indicates a promising future for the industry with potential for sustained growth and sufficient economic contributions. All right, Mr. Dafe, the president said we have increased oil production to 1.6 million barrels per day, and the gas assets are receiving the attention they deserve. And one will ask, how is this impacting or how has it impacted our national economy? Remember that protest has been ongoing, and the president came out to address the nation, address the people, because we were actually waiting for that. And this is one of the things that they actually said. So what do you think, and how is this actually impacting the national economy?
Well, for me, the president's address to the nation is highly provocative. It tells you somebody who is totally disconnected from the people. It tells you somebody who lacks the character, the patriotism, the love for the people he claimed brought him to government. Without the people, Tinubu will not be the presidency that he's talking about. The people he claimed brought him into the presidency, the Aso Rock, the almighty Aso Rock, where he's now enjoying all the enjoyables. The people he claimed put him into that Aso Rock are now crying to him that your policies are killing us. And what Tinubu could come out to tell us, he has signed 2 contracts. He has increased oil production. Oil production that has created negative impact on the lives of the people. Tells you Tinubu is highly disconnected from the people. He is not in tune with the people. All that he read out in his speech has no link with the agitations of the people. People are saying they were hungry. Our president. Hardship is killing us. The people who voted for you, who put you in government, hardship from the policies you have brought in is killing us. Tinubu could not address any of the issues. Nigeria's, how much was petrol price as at the time he came in? I think it was 165 or what about it? Now, as of today, pump price is 900 naira. For the people that are unemployed, every little money we get now goes for fuel. 5,000 naira fuel, how many liters? 5,000 naira is 5 liters. Maybe just a few addition on top of it. In 2016, 2017, when I traveled to Delta, 3,000 naira fuel take me down to Sapele. 3,000 naira. You are in government, and the people who you claim voted for you are crying. So you can see the insensitivity of those who say they are governors, they are president in Nigeria. You can see the insensitivity. They don't bother about the people. So you see that kind of character that they are displaying. They live there. When they're tired, they will go to their houses and go and sit down. After all, some are even saying, I beg the protest, we should not go on protest, we should just bear. Because in Nigeria, once you are close to government and you are collecting some freebies from the government becomes the best in the world. That's our attitude as a people. Otherwise, I cannot see this kind of visit all over the world where people protest. Look at the small Kenya we talk about. The policy that the people protested against has been withdrawn. Every other thing that the people say you cannot do have all been withdrawn. But in Nigeria, Tinubu come and tell us that he's signing contracts. He's a policy of this, policy of that.
Yeah, we know that the beginning of all of this is as the removal of fuel subsidy. But don't you think that him saying that they are producing 1.61 barrels per day, that he said this so that people will know that indeed he's doing something, because he feels maybe people are not actually seeing what he's doing. But then I want to ask, because you have talked about the amounts you used to Sapele and how difficult it is, of course, which we all know. But do you think that this reform will have any way to address the gaps in the Petroleum Industry Act?
When you say you are producing, is it refined petrol you are producing or crude oil you are producing? The transportation issue that we have in Nigeria, do we use crude oil to transport from here to Abuja? Somebody who's going to Enugu today, is it crude oil that we put in his car to travel to Enugu? We are talking of petrol. You brought the price of petrol to 900, going to 1,000, and even in some states, they say it's over 1,000 naira per liter. That is the issue now. You are talking of 1.6. 1.6 is it petrol? 1.6 is crude oil that you sell. When you sell it cheaply to people overseas, the IOC them. You sell it cheaply to them, they go and refine it in their country, bring it back to you at exorbitant rates. So when he said we are producing, that is to say that sounds like it's supposed to be from Nigeria. So when he said we are producing 1.61 barrels per day, what does the president mean? See, in this country, under Jonathan, even Buhari, we have heard the government say we are now producing 2 million barrels per day. So even when Tinubu tells us produce 1.6 million, it's even a drop. From what we know. So for me, that's not an achievement you can present before me. It's not an achievement you can present before me.
Okay.
So 1.6 is crude oil barrel. It's per day production. When you say he has increased production, does the production drop to 500 before? Crude oil production in Nigeria, does it drop to 300, 200? Then you are now beef it up to 1.6. So what we are saying here, we are talking of petrol price. If Tinubu were to be a serious person, a serious president, somebody who really cares about the people that brought you into power, before you talk about subsidy removal, the money of a country, the resources of a country belong to the people of the country. So you cannot say you are subsidy is killing us, therefore you are removing subsidy, then the people now should die because you want to save money. The money you are using to live big man's life in your little abode. You click. You vote billions for this one, you vote billions for this one, you vote billions for this one. It's just a clique of people in government. Then the masses, then by 2027 you come and tell us, so you come and campaign before us. You, Tinubu, you come and campaign before us in 2027 that I want to continue in Nigeria. Well, of course, I wouldn't blame him. If what he would have done is that, even if he did not bring it to that 165, if Tinubu were to be a sensitive president who cares, who is patriotic about the people, who feels the pains of the people as he claimed in his speech, it's okay, since the subsidy issue has brought so much hardship to you people, my countrymen, without you people, I cannot be president. For a normal human being, without you citizen, my presidency is vain. From today, we are bringing down the prices of petrol, either to 300 or 250 or thereabout. Then we would have even had some sense that this man, he feels the pains of the people. But you are telling us nonsense. Say you have done this, you have done this, you have done that. What did you do?
So with all your explanation, are you trying to say that this initiative, what the president has talked about, will not have any way to, these reforms will not have any way that will affect the country's energy policies and commitment to renewable energy.
The reform, the policies we are talking about is what brought about this hardship. Which part again are we talking about? We are already seeing the part, and the part is negative.
We are talking about 1.61 barrels per day.
1.6 million barrels per day is the money you are getting for crude oil. It's not petrol. Where they get this money per day, you have a price per barrel. So you produce 1.6 million per day times the amount per barrel. That is the money Nigeria will be getting as a country. Are you part of that money? Is the issue we are saying here. You are not part of that money. They control that money. It's the money they use to buy exotic cars, yachts, all kinds of limousine, all kinds of cars. They circle themselves with. What we are saying is that if Tinubu were to be somebody who really loves his country, who loves his people, the Nigerian people, before you remove subsidy, there must be an alternative. There must be a preparation for competition. You can't just remove subsidy and you are not producing. Are you with me now? So you throw up the society to suffering. If, for example, we have 3 refineries, you have put them in order. They are not functional. Okay, now Dangote has come on stream. It becomes 4. Now these 4 refineries are producing and they are selling. They can ask, okay, fine. Since we now have our own refinery working, from today go, there will be no more subsidy, no more fuel importation. That is how it should be. How do you build your nation? How do you build your nation?
So are you saying that when you said we cannot remove subsidy without producing, and the president is saying that we have produced, we are producing, does it mean that what he said is not
maybe you are not getting the issue. There is a difference between petrol, PMS, production, and crude oil production.
Exactly.
When Tinubu says we produce 1.6 million, is he talking about petrol? Is he talking about per liter? If he refers to petrol, which refinery is he producing that 1.6 in Nigeria? Which refinery is that? So he's not talking about petrol. Nigerians are crying because of the cost of petrol. That the cost of petrol is what has triggered the hardship. Address the issue of pump price. That's not what he has come to address. He's telling us he will not produce 1.6. I've told you before that in the era of Jonathan, in the era of Obasanjo, we were producing 2 million barrels per day in this country. We were producing 1.8 million barrels per day in this country. But that's not what we are talking about. He tells you the man is disconnected from the people, is what I'm telling you. The agitation of the people is not what he has addressed. So when you tell us you are producing 1.6, it means that before you came on board to your 1.6, the production value has been about 400 or 300. Then you now beef it up to 1.6, then we can clap hand for you. But if it's already there, even above what you are talking about, then you are an unserious president. That's the implication of it.